Expo. We are so happy to have you join us here on the floor. I am joined with Tom Rebbie, the CEO and president of Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters, Inc., and Janine Matscherz, his true right hand. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, good. I'm always checking I'm going to say it wrong. She makes everything happen in the office as the administrative assistant. We're so happy to have them both with us here on the floor. It's always an honor to sit down with y'all. I mean, y'all are doing so much wonderful things at PTC, but y'all were just honored with a nice recognition at IAAPA this year, weren't you?
Yes, we were. It's 100 years a member of IAAPA. I can't take credit for all of them, but been with them for quite a few. So
Yes, you can.
it's a nice tradition. It's the one thing I like about the company, the history and the tradition behind everything it does, and how it became part of the amusement industry. So, or the amusement industry joined us. I don't know which is which.
It's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
So what's this year's show been like for y'all? It's a little bit different on the floor.
It was absolutely chaotic the first day. I mean, the aisle traffic was amazing. I really didn't think it would be that much. And it was, even though the aisles are wider because IAAPA set up, it made it that way, and the booths are farther apart from each other, just for the COVID reasons, they were crowded, and just as crowded as they were 2 years ago. So it was a good feeling. We had a lot of people coming in, and it's like always, like I'm going to stop by, I'm going to come back, but I'll be back. I got to go do this first, and I'll be back. And all right, we'll be here. And they do. They come back, and we either catch up what's going on, or sit down, talk about if they've got any troubles or issues or things we can handle, or even new things. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
Good.
What do you think?
It's been great. Day one was very busy. The day flew by. It felt like it was nonstop. It was great to see customers we haven't seen in person for 2 years now, and faces, old and new, and great to welcome everybody back to IAAPA. And yesterday too. Day two was definitely busy. We had some good meetings, and on to day three.
We are.
Or even better meetings today.
Yeah.
So, but we can't tell you about that.
We're always happy to hear what's happening back here in this conference room. Yes, but what have y'all been busy with? What's happening back in Philadelphia?
We've got, and it's funny, I was sitting here this morning looking at the cameras around the shop and what's going on. And when we left, there were trains in the building. We've got 2 different Six Flags parks sent trains back. We've got Rampage from Alabama, Splash Adventure, Cedar Fair, and then we had people walk in and say, "Can we send them back? Is it too late?" And like, no, not at all. It's fine. And we're, like I said, there's things we can't talk about right now because it's up to the park that we need to sit down with. That be them for them to say whether we can say anything. But we got fingers crossed, and it kind of was a project from 2 years ago, but got canceled because of COVID. So now they want to get back on schedule with it, and we're more than happy to. So. A lot of rebuilds, a lot of work going on, a lot of parts going out. The parks that didn't run for the first part of COVID, when they got up and running, they were ready. And now they're coming back and saying, all right, we need to get this on order. We need to get these parts. And so, yeah, we're very busy around the shop right now. So.
Sounds like it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. lots of different parts, and that's what's always fascinating. Y'all are so focused on the customer service and maintenance and maintaining, but always building that new business.
The whole thing is safety, and that's primary with us. We can't stress it enough, and even within our own building. You were there for the open house in June. We really didn't have to clean up that much. I mean, we did do some cleanup for things, but you go there now, or you look at the cameras I could pull up. It's almost as clean as it was back then. We keep it that way for safety reasons in-house. We don't have things in the aisle. We don't have loose parts, nuts and bolts laying around to step on or trip on. That's the first thing in-house. We keep our people safe. We build a safe product, and parks come back to us for it because they know they can rely on our, as I've been told, that we build tanks, and if they have an issue with them, it's easily to handle. So.
And that's why you've been an IAAPA member for 100 years, right? Quality product stays around.
People are here for 100, and I'm going to use the 100 year because somebody said it to me the other night at the chairman's reception, that they said, you're here 100 years, there's a reason for it. And over the last, I've been doing this for 44 years, and this is my 38th show. And you look around and I see, these pop-ups and not just coasters, I'm talking people that come up with some idea to come to IAAPA and this is where they're going to get rich quick. And they don't stick it out. They don't build a reputation for themselves. Some people do. They're the ones that are going to work, get the word out to the parks that, hey, this is a company you can rely on. So that was a very nice compliment we got the other night. It's like,
yeah.
Nobody, nobody's don't make 100 years, so.
You're exactly right. And then outside the coasters, you also have an ADA device that you patented. How's that going?
Great. We've actually had 2 parks walk in, and we showed it to them, and they were like, why don't we have this? How long have you had this? We sent information out, when we had it. We made all sorts of news information. We got a patent on it. We're, all right, I'll be sending my safety coordinator over. We're going to get one out of the blue. So, and that it's coming. I mean, the federal government might have been stalled because of this COVID stuff, but the ADA device to help people ride rides. It's not mandated, but we're ahead of the curve. And we thank Holiday World for asking us to develop it for them, because they got 3 of our coasters and they hate turning people away. So it was a good workout. Yep.
That's wonderful. So Janine, tell us a little bit about your role. Tell us what a day in your life at PTC looks like. Because you come at this from a different perspective of being newer in the industry, yeah?
Before you start, I'm going to say it again. I've said it before. For me to come to work every day, it's fun, it's exciting. But the fun part about it is, to me, it's every day is Father's Day, because I get to see her and work with her. So, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a great dynamic. Every day is different, honestly. I could wake up Monday morning thinking I'm going to hit certain checks. You can walk in and there's a message on your machine, or 8:30 there's a park calling saying, hey, we have this idea and we want to order X, Y, Z. So on paper, I manage our social media, our website, our marketing. I'm our trade show coordinator, so I make all of this happen. I take care of our payroll. I do project management. I do timekeeping. We don't have a full-time archivist on staff right now, so any archives requests, people writing articles, interested in searching in our archives, coming in because it is quite extensive, especially being 117 years old. You can imagine all of the photos and ledgers that we've kept over the years. So I'll take care of archives requests. I assist in our shipping and receiving department and parts department. I have, relationships with certain parks. It sometimes ends up someone calls and when I answer the phone, I become their first connection, and I've made those connections over the years. So sometimes you just get that personal call. Hey, Janine, we're in the need of 12 lap bars. Can you make it happen? Yep, no problem. So I take care of that side of receiving and shipping, and I help out Madison in that department. So it's a lot, but when it's a small family business, you take on many roles and wear many hats, and it keeps your days interesting. I have the handy dandy watch that reminds you to stand sometimes, and some days it doesn't have to remind me because I'm bebopping around, and I even learn. I'm out in the shop. I build. I don't do too much disassembly. It's usually the reassembly with the rehabs where, okay, we need an extra pair of hands, so get on the work boots and the dirty clothes and head out there and turn some wrenches, run some drills.
Oh yeah.
So, and I will do park visits, site visits if they need someone to come out. This summer I got to, help a park out. They needed some lap bar issues worked out, and so Tom said, this is a great opportunity. Go ahead, run.
Pack your bag and head out to the park. So
yeah, someone popped in and was like, oh, it's good to see me. I said, yeah, you don't recognize me in my grease-covered shorts and ponytail.
And I'm just going to interject, not only does she do all that for the company, but she's also with the Pennsylvania Amusement Park Association, IAAPA.
I run their website for them, and I also take care of their newsletter. So that was an initiative that started a couple years ago, and it's been working out really well. We're really happy with it, and I have a great website committee that I work with there. And then obviously any ACE-related stuff, usually those emails are coming both to Tom and I, so we're the liaisons there for the enthusiasts of the amusement industry on our side.
And they definitely love to follow y'all. I mean, you've been such a heart of the industry for so long, and as an ACE honorary member, I mean, y'all are ACE members in the family all the way around, and we really appreciate that support you give.
And again, I got to say, being an honorary member of ACE is, it's one of those things that never expected it, and I still think about that night that somebody pulled this on me, and it was I was presented with it, and to me that was just, I think at the time I said that having an honorary ACE member is like having a Nobel Peace Prize to me, and I'd kill to get one of those. So, anyways.
But y'all like to pass that on as well, because we have the PTC sponsors the Spirit of ACE Award each year so that other people get recognized and get those special moments popped on them like that. Tell a little bit about where that started.
It started a long time ago when I first bought PTC from Sam, my old boss, Sam High. And for years, I had heard about ACE. I was given an application to ACE, and I just never got around to filling it out. And I started talking to Sam about it. He goes, oh yeah, he says, there are a bunch of crazy people that ride roller coasters, and they want me to come talk about roller coasters, but his interest was other things, antique cars and antique motorcycles. So that's where he was directed on, things like that. And we all have outside interests, but as it turned out, I contacted Ray Ubroth, or he contacted me and said, would you come to King's Dominion and be part of the Speak of the ACE news media things, and I was like, yeah, sure. I think she was 3 or 4 at the time, 4 years old, yeah. And so we all came down to King's Dominion. Now I'm talking like, yeah, we came down to King's Dominion, and but before we went, I was like, this group is getting bigger and bigger, and they like our stuff. We should do something back for them. Hence the Philadelphia Toboggan Manufacturers Award, or Spirit of Ace. It started off with somebody that liked roller coasters, somebody promoted roller coasters, looking to preserve roller coasters, especially wood ones. Just an enthusiastic person, and much like yourself, you are a recipient of it.
I am. I was very honored.
And if you turn the camera around, the evil little scientist there, David Lipnicki's another representative of it. And it started off that way, and now we're 30-some years later, and there are 30-some people out there, and unfortunately some are passed away, but they did something for ACE and were recognized for it, and we wanted to give that back. And maybe, there's times I'm thinking maybe it should be like a bouquet of flowers or a candygram or something other than that. But people tell me that no, just to get that, there's been couples who have gotten it, and they fight over which side of the living room, or which side of the bed it goes on at night. So it's fun to hear that kind of stuff, but it means a lot to us. And if I didn't believe in ACE, and I wouldn't do stuff. I mean, I just enjoyed being around a bunch of crazy, lunatic-y kind of person, but they're my kind of lunatic-y, crazy people. So, and I raised her to be that way, so that she fit in. We don't want to look strange hanging out with ACE members. We want to fit right in with you.
We love that, and that is one of the things that makes y'all so special. You're truly ACE members. You're manufacturers and you fit in that, but you all both, and Mike as well, I mean, y'all are all truly ACE members, and you blend right in with all of us.
Yeah. I always say, never thought, it was in my vows. I never thought I'd meet my husband in a roller coaster club, but here we are.
Yeah, just
so
never know.
Thanks, ACE.
Yes. So what's ahead for PTC? Anything you can tell us about we're going to be seeing in 22, 23? Anything you're working on new? No, nothing.
No,
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
I think that's the best thing to hear.
We'll see what the park says. It's funny. We take everything on that is thrown our way. We do our best with it, and they keep coming back to us, wanting more. So I'd love to be able to tell you what's going on, but I can't. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
If you'd come back tomorrow, maybe I would have been able to tell you, but.
Ooh, there's your teaser. Things are happening on the IAAPA show floor.
So.
Always.
Well, I really appreciate y'all taking time to share a little insight from the PTC booth on the show floor with those that are at home, and we hope you all will consider coming to IAAPA in future years.
Okay, before you cut off, I got questions for you.
All
right. You have 4 children.
3. Oh, okay, yeah. Got the first time IAAPA attendee.
I think your son's doing a great job keeping this newbie under control. I saw him scurrying after him several times, but it was a great photo of the 3 of you last night standing out front of IAAPA. But just the enthusiasm your husband had for his first time here it's refreshing. I mean, you got 4 little kids, 2 of them are here right now, so.
We definitely go for passion and fulfilling that hobby in our lives. It's been great to have I know he's always heard about it from when we come home. It's so hard to envision the IAAPA floor and what that really means if you haven't ever been here.
Right.
Yeah, it's an absolute different experience, and every year that I've been here, it just renews you inside, and you're like, this is a fun industry to be in. And if somebody would have told me 50 years ago or 20, or 48 years ago when I got out of high school that you're going to do this, and I'm doing what? So here we are. Same thing with her. You know, I've said it, and she's been known to say it, that I'm only here till I find a better job. And for me, it's been 44 years, and I'm still looking for a better job. So.
The people truly make this industry.
Yeah.
And I think that's become evident. I've heard that and seen that on the show floor this time more. I think not having it last year made us all more aware of it this year.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
It just burped last year, that's all. It was, everything picked up right where we left off 2 years ago, and the people are here. I saw the numbers this morning. It's like 26,000 registered, 20,000 of them are buyers. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was nice to read that. It was like, that's great. So next year will be even better.
Yeah. And it sounds like there's a lot happening on the floor this year that's going to really bring some refreshed experiences and new experiences to parks in the next couple of years. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from this. Yeah. Wonderful.
All right.
It's always a pleasure to sit down with y'all. Thank
Always.
you so much.
It's always fun to see you.
It's wonderful. And y'all, I hope you all enjoyed hearing a little bit from Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters Inc. this morning, and stay tuned because there's more interviews and live streams to come today. So thanks for joining us.